Have you ever walked into a brand new house and thought, where am I supposed to keep my sofa? Trust me, you're not alone. That's what happens when your architectural plan looks good on paper but doesn't work in real life. Hi, I'm Naseema Khatoon. I'm architect and interior designer. And today I'm reviewing this real layout plan that our client shared with us. We didn't end up working together on this project, but the plan has a lot to learn from. If your layout doesn't let you place your furniture properly, what's the point of beautifully designed home? Architecture and interior design are not two separate steps. They go hand in hand from day one. So in this video, I will share my honest views, point out what works, what doesn't, and what could have been done better, so you can avoid the same mistake in your own home design. So let's start. Now this is the architecture layout plan. You have your entry from here. Now this is your drawing room, this is your dining area, this is your kitchen, this is your bedroom 1, this is your bedroom 2, and this is your bedroom 3. All the 3 bedrooms are attached with toilets. So let's see what is working and what is not. So in this layout, I'm going to create one breakfast counter over here. These are my 2 chairs. Now this is my refrigerator. Always see the scale of the refrigerator. Try to give minimum 3 feet 6 inches for the refrigerator so that you can accommodate the bigger size of the refrigerator even if you have a smaller size. This is my platform. I'm going to put my sink over here so it is not visible, and this is my hob. So this is going to be my focal point. If somebody is standing here, my hob is going to give a good visual view. Now this is my dining area, so I am going to place my dining table like this. I can easily accommodate my 8-seater dining table here. They have ample amount of space over here, but this door is not working. See, now you can place your door like this, or you can place your door like this, like we are having here. Now you have to see what is working for you. For me, if I'm sitting here, the washroom door is not working, or if I'm placing my door here, it is right in front of the kitchen. See, having a door over here is obviously a disadvantage. Now you have to see which disadvantage you are okay with. Either you want to keep it right in front of the kitchen or with the dining area. So for me, I am going to close this door over here and open it like this so that I can create one good focal wall. Even if somebody is using this washroom, it is not affecting if people are sitting here. So in the bedroom, I'm going to place one big wardrobe over here. Always try to accommodate storage as much as you can, because eventually it's going to make your house organized in future. So this is my wardrobe. I can easily accommodate my dressing over here. I can place my study, whatever the requirement of the space is. So I can easily place it here. Now let's see how I am going to place my bed. First, I'm going to create one TV console here. So now taking the center of the TV unit, I'm going to place my bed. It should not be off center. So this is going to be my bed. I can put ottoman or poof over here. This is going to be my side table. This is going to be my side table, and we can take it inside the wardrobe as per the design. Now for this door, see, always use the corner. This door is not working. I'm going to place my door like this, and this corner, maybe I can use it for dressing. I can create one study over here, or I can create one accent chair with pendant light or a planter or a floor lamp. So this can be one very good space for that piece of furniture. Now let's see the washroom now. Now this is 8 feet. See, when you are having a dimension of less than 8 feet, give your WC over here, because you can use this WC in 2 feet 6 inches as well. If you're placing your WC over here, then you need minimum of 2 feet 10 inches. So because I'm having a wall over here, I can place my WC over here. This is going to be my wash basin, one focal wall right in front of the entry, and this is my shower cubicle. Now let's see this room. This is my entry. This is my entry. I have to place my TV like this. So taking the center, I am going to create my bed like this. Now, I like this part. See, always keep a wardrobe like this so you can use the corner. So this is my wardrobe. Now, in this washroom too, I am going to create my WC over here, and this is going to be my wash basin, and this is my shower cubicle. Now let's say this bedroom. This is one very poor design bedroom, because you have your negative space over here and the proportion of the room is not appropriate. This is 10 feet by 18 feet, so it is not at all good. Let's see how we can fix this room. Now this is my staircase, and this is the OTS. The ventilation of the staircase can be done from here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this OTS and create one dressing and toilet over here. So this is my dress and this is my washroom. Now I can place my door over here, and this can be my good wardrobe. This is my dressing. So now I can place my furniture like this. So this can be my bed, bedside table. I can create one ottoman over here. This can be my TV unit. See, now I'm creating my TV unit like this. It can be one cabinet which can be used for shoe storage or any other storage. So what can be done? I am creating a wall over here and starting my door after this. So that is why I say furniture layout is very important. So I am going to start my door after taking 15 inches from this wall, and this can be TV unit plus storage, and this is my bed. Now my bed is this by this, which is actually better than what it has been proposed. So this is how your layout is going to be. In the kitchen you're having your platform here, here, here and here. This is your sink area, this is your hob, this is your pantry plus OTG oven area, and this is your refrigerator. So this is how your sink is going to be. You're having your breakfast counter over here with 2 seating. Now this is your bedroom, this is your bed with 2 side tables, and this is your TV unit. This is one good size wardrobe, and your floor space is like this. This is your washroom, the layout is marked here. Now this is your another bedroom, the floor space is like this. This is your dining area with chairs, and I have shifted the door from here to here. Now this is my drawing room. I'm placing my sofa like this with 2 extension chairs and 2 hooks over here. You can place your day bed. My intention is to keep my window as much open as I can. This totally depends on your design, but this is the way I have placed it right now. Now this is my bedroom. Now my bed is like this. So I'm placing a wardrobe over here. See, it's totally up to you whether you want to place it or you want to increase the size of the bedroom. So I think if I remove this wardrobe, I can get a good size bedroom, and I can place my wardrobe like this. So this totally depends on your design. This can be your TV unit plus wardrobe, and this is your good size room. Now this is my dress plus wardrobe, and this is the toilet. So this is the final layout. Now you can see after placing the furniture layout, I have made some architectural changes, like I've shifted this door, I have changed the layout of this toilet, shifted this door, and made very huge architectural change in this room. So placing the furniture is very important before starting the work, because eventually you are going to place your furniture. So it's better you do it in the beginning rather than regretting later on. That's all for today's video. See, I keep sharing these kind of practical videos in my channel, so consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed us. Thank you so much for watching, and you will see my next video soon. Bye.